Changing gear oil is rather simple. Take out the bottom screw. Which looks like this. And up top, take out the venting screw and let the oil drain. Some models have 2 screws up top. That's where we will refill it. Older models, you refill from the bottom till it comes out the top, and that forces all the air out. Once that's done, put the screw back in at the top, then put the one in the bottom. It's that simple. So we'll just take and let this drain completely, and then I'll refill it. What I would think has been happening is maybe the seals on here have been leaking. Now what a lot of guys do is they drive down the road and that gear case heats up in the sun. They get to their boat launch and they immediately put the boat in the water. So we've got a hot gear case which builds up pressure inside as the oil expands, and then it's pushed into the water and immediately gets cold. So then we get a vacuum effect. So what will happen is if these indeed are leaking, these little seals, they'll draw water in. And I'm pretty sure that's what's been going on here. Next time he's in, I'll take a lot closer look. If I get a lot more evidence of water draining out right off the start, but I didn't have any water come out, so I'm not really concerned. So I've gone ahead and taken off the old O-rings. These are the fiber ones. They tend to not last as long as the plastic ones, or nylon ones, which I've installed on the screws here. The nylon ones, I find that you can loosen them off, check your gear oil and whatnot for level, and know that you can reuse them. The fiber ones tend to tear and crack and of course cause problems. So I recommend using the plastic ones. With the case being drained, I'm going to begin refilling it now. Now on older models, again, you fill from the bottom till it comes out the top. On the newer models with the 2 fill screws up top, that's where we fill it from, because air is going to come out as we fill it. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this up. It does take a little while for all the oil to go in there, so don't be impatient and stop. So I'm filling. Once it's full, the oil is going to come out of this hole, and we're going to probably see some air come out as well. So we allow a little extra oil to go in just to make sure that all that air comes out. Okay, so we're full now, and you can see that there's still some air bubbles coming out. So I'm going to keep filling until that stops, then I'll put the screws in. Okay, so I've got the fill screws back in, and now you're wondering, well, how tight does a person make them? With the plastic ones, snug them up and go about a 1/4 turn to make them tight. With the fiber ones, snug them up and go about a 1/3 of a turn. If you go any tighter with the fiber ones, you're probably going to break them. That's not what we want to happen. Otherwise, you're going to be doing this after your next trip out. I used a pressurized canister to install the oil. What most people are going to use is something like this. So it's got the push pump on the top. It's ideal for this. I use it for most Mer Cruisers that I do because I use the high performance oil, and we don't have the vacuum canister for that. Thanks for watching. I hope I took the fear out of changing gear oil.